TikTok accounts. Yeah. 5 platforms? 5 accounts. I mean, I could also add Maildom, but Maildom is a Japanese platform. I don't think you can speak their English. I don't think it's appropriate to speak English. Nah, I'm not famous at all. But I'm more or less separated. Just right before I think on Twitch. Let's see, can I? Switch the theme. Yes. Let's see. Let's see. I don't want to hear me double. Triple. The thing is, not many people actually, not that many Japanese people are on Twitch. It's not that famous in Japan. Therefore, I'm more on Mildom, which is another platform. Okay. Let me write down the thing. What's your top favorite animes? My top favorite animes? Oh. Yeah, I would say from the top, from the OG3, I would say Bleach. From the OG, from the 3, from you know, the God 3, I would say Bleach. But it's not number 10 for me. Number 10, it's hard to find number 10. I would say Berserk, Death Note, or yeah, Goal Seek is also good. It's like a solid 9, like 9.8. It's really good story. Goal Seek, very good. Ollie, thank you for joining. Comment the name I should write down in Japanese, and I will do it. So. Damn. But yeah, JoJo as well, sure. But I don't want to say JoJo is number like 10 over 10. I don't want to say 10 over 10 for JoJo. Because recently, I mean, I went to part 6 and I know, the more part 4 more. in yeah, right now I'm also watching Monster. It's also a really good one. Story plot. Attack on Titans is a solid 9. It's a solid 9, I would say. 9 out of 10. Especially the whole politician thing, the whole politics, and the whole world building was intense. I would also say, like from last year, the how's it called? Cyberpunk Edge Runners was really good anime. I mean, it was in the Anime Awards, best anime of last year. I think I don't would get it too. Yeah, Rent a Girlfriend. I really like Rent a Girlfriend. I really liked it. I like Rent a Girlfriend. I like the whole how's it called? With Marin, Kagawa Marin. The thing with Demon Slayer, I don't think it's the best anime. It's the best from its action, from its animation, from this movement, and from the picture. It's not the story what's good, but it's more like how it looks. My Random Girlfriend is really good. I really like my Random Girlfriend, I would say. It's better than the other one, than was not a called this one that's gone into where you have this teacher, this one boy who is into the teacher, but it turns out that the teacher is mother of the girl who he spent a night with, something like that. Demon Slayer is not good animation, but the story made. It's good animation, yeah. The story is really made. Demon Slayer's story is just made. And I would say write down the name in English, or I can, and I will write it down in Japanese. Yeah, I truly would say Demon Slayer is mid, and Jujutsu Kaisen, it's not the best one, to be honest. I feel like Bleach is better. How deep Bleach's universe is far better than Jujutsu Kaisen. No, Bleach is better. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen is more than Bleach, I would say. I mean, I also like Naruto, don't get me wrong. I watch close all of the Shippuden. I don't like Boruto because I maybe watch just one episode, something like that. I know there's kind of fighting against freaking dinosaurs. It's getting like Baki, really. No. No. A big no. One Piece, I used to watch it as a kid. And it's still running. And when I watched One Piece, I had like this impression I was always falling asleep. I don't know why, but they told me too much. They have talked and I just fall asleep. But on the flip side, I like more, when it comes to talking, I like things like Mate Hunt and Conan. Case Closed. It's a really good one. Yeah. And many Japanese people like Case Closed as well. Dinosaur part made me drop it. I didn't even watch it. But which is really good is, for example, what you can watch, which is an old anime, is Serial Experiment Lane. Really good one. It is. I mean, it's not for everyone, but if you're into this kind of psychedelic horror type, then it's really good, because you really go into this mind of this girl who is connected to the internet and kind of becomes soaked into the internet world. Funny. I must say, Edgerunners was really good. And after watching Edgerunners, I played again Cyberpunk, and it was just damn. It was so different if you watch Edgerunners and play Cyberpunk afterwards. It is just a different world. And it makes the perception of the Cyberpunk universe so much better. JJ, thank you for joining. Comment the name I should write down in Japanese. I will do it for you. Morning. You can also comment the name I should write down, and I will do it. Yeah, dinosaur part, I don't know. I mean, for those kind of things like fighting against dinosaurs, you can actually watch Baki. Because Baki is made for it. You know? At least Bucky's don't using any kind of magic tricks. Now, but what's really good is I really enjoy right now is, okay, from isekai genre, I would say my favorite so far is Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku Tensei is really good. It's so good to resonate. You can resonate so good towards it, because if you know, like, some people who are hikikomori in Japan and the whole hikikomori thing, it is so good. Thank you for joining. That's new. I'm still watching Blue Lock, and I'm really enjoying. I'm really looking forward every single time for Blue Lock, because I like this analytical part. I mean, I'm not really a big soccer type. I mean, the last time I was watching soccer really with kind of heart and soul was when Oliver Kahn was the keeper of Germany by 2008 or even before. But Blue Lock, this analytical part, in this part that are kind of breaking those rules, breaking those stereotypes of soccer, and also this Japanese values that are really broken there, like the standards that are established over decades in Japan that are just broken with 1-2 episodes, are just mind-blowing and kind of interesting to watch that someone in Japan is capable of to fabricate such a perception. At its stance, anime was good, but I watched it and I was confused on the season. I always gave up. Okay. I mean, Blue Lock is really good. If you like this analytical part of soccer, I mean, Of course, if you like the whole sports anime thing, you know, like Captain Tsubasa back in the really back in the days, or or the other animes like freaking Slam Dunk, or you know the normal animes. If you have the sports animes, also like this volleyball player Miva, or how he calls Mia, I believe, also like from the 70s, from the or formulated from the 80s, I believe. Yeah. Of course, you can take those animes, you can watch them, but the thing is, you're more about this kind of being in a team, being a sport. It's not really about the analysis. And normally, when you see this analysis, becomes mostly analysis paralysis. And here you don't have this analysis paralysis, analyzing it and implementing it straight away. Implementation of the analysis is really nice. Middle Night, thanks for joining. Love Blue Lock Fight Animation, CGI from the view up was goofy. Oh yeah, the CGI is kind of goofy, yeah. I admit it. But the same thing is also with other animes, like freaking Beastars is also CGI. But they nailed it. Beastars is really good anime. If you watch Beastars, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing, by the way, all the Night Goat. Much appreciated. Comment a name I should write down in Japanese or any word, and I can do it for you. Yeah, what I'm also watching right now, that's really goofy, is the freaking anime where, what's it called again? What's it called again? The Eminence in Shadow. It's also, for me, it is. I mean, you can watch it. But this guy is just OP. It is just an OP guy who's just kicking asses and having bitch, and yeah. You just want to be strong. You just want to be strong. Elements in Shadow. It is such a Chunibyo. You know what Chunibyo is? Aline, thank you for joining. Comment the name, and I will write down in Japanese for you. For Eminence in Shadow, I'm also watching. It's good. Really good. I kind of like it. But to be honest, it's really trashy. Campfire Cooking? No, I haven't watched it. Eminence in Shadow was actually was advised me by. I was given advice to watch it by someone who had teach Japanese on my Discord. Comment a name or comment anything that I should translate in Japanese or write in Japanese. Morning. Thanks for joining. Comment a name now write down Japanese, or you can also comment any vocabulary or any freaking sentence that I will translate in Japanese. Wanna go? I mean, I don't really like that much cooking animes, to be honest, but I haven't actually also watched many. I just know some of them, like Shokugeki no Soma, but I haven't watched it. Thank you for the roses. バラバラバラ大胸筋ありがとうございます。ねえ、さん、ありがとうございます。Write anything in English and I will translate in Japanese, or write any name and I will do it for you. Write down katakana. Because most foreign names you have to write down in katakana for sure. Otherwise, kind of. I mean, there are some names, of course, you can write kanjis for, but the majority is, especially Western names, which has consonants, you cannot put it into kanji. She, thanks for joining.
いらっしゃいませ。
Comment a name and I will write it down in Japanese for you on my tablet right now, live. So yeah, but the thing is, like One Piece, I'm still kind of thinking, shall I watch it or not? What I actually want to watch is Villain Saga. Supposed to be good. Empire cooking is about dude, another world. It tames the strongest wolf and some. Ah, cool. Other guy. So it's about taming basically, like a hunter in World of Warcraft. Thanks for joining. Common name that I should write down Japanese. Sounds fun. It's like a hunter, right? So you can tame basically, guys. It sounds to me like freaking Momotaro, you know? Someone knows of, some of you know Momotaro? Momotaro? The Japanese folklore story. Okay, joining. Write down name. I'll write down Japanese. Some name I'll write down Japanese. Yeah, so basically, if you don't know it, hard. O-N-M. Hi. Sorry, how should I read this name? Because if I read... Yes, but MC is so weak, he gets stronger with the same monster and it's funny, but it's not for... Oh, okay. Ah, Sujen か。あ、Sujen久しぶり。久しぶりやな。あ、ごめんね。ちょっとね、久しぶりだから、ちょっと。忘れたんで。どっちはどっち？うん、元気だよ。本当に。 Write down a name or anything Japanese, in English, now we're translating Japanese, or write down Japanese. For taming, okay. I mean, taming is for me like, you know, Momotaro. You know Momotaro? It's the guy who was, yeah, just a folklore story in Japanese folklore story. So basically, an old woman got to the lake and find a big momo, a big momo. Peach, the big peach, the peach man is the peach man. And they cut it off, and yeah, boy comes out of it. Exactly. And then when a boy comes out, they have trained him to be a strong samurai, give him some kibidango, and send him to purge the oni, the devils, on the Devil Island. On its way, he has found a dog, monkey, and a freaking bird. And to tame them, they give them some of this kibidango, of this food basically. Morning. Comment a name and I'll write down Japanese. And yeah, basically she did it and gives all the treasures back to the old woman and the man, to the grandma and grandpa, and yeah, they become a happy end basically. It's just really, of course there are some other scenes, but this is just in short what the folklore is about. It's about giving your food to someone so you can tame them. So every time when I heard stories about taming, I have like immediately this freaking Momotaro story in my Dragon, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Common name, I write down Japanese. Also, you can comment any words, grammars, name it. I write down Japanese for you. By the way, Suzanne, how's your Japanese going on? 最近のに、自然さんの日本語はどう？先に進んでるそれとも I'm later still on. Yeah, no worries. Have a nice evening, mate. Thanks for joining though. Japanese is broken. Your Japanese is broken or the language is broken? Yeah, the thing is, because you can better Korean than Japanese. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's all about habits. If you establish a habit like, you know, writing down your own journal every single day, right? 毎日日記を書いたら、まあ、後ほど日本語はすごく上手になる。しかも、こう、漢字の書き方とか、自動的に覚えるようになるっていうこと。これでマジか。Yeah. You don't need to actually, you know, learn Japanese every single day for 1 hour. Like 15 minutes more than enough. 10 minutes. But do it every single day. Use apps like Anki to have your vocabulary there using spaced repetition. Use that. The most important is really to talk. If you have nobody to talk to yourself, or get on apps like freaking italki and other apps where you can basically talk abroad. Thank you for joining. Write down name
いらっしゃいませ。
and I will write it down in Japanese. Thank you. Appreciate it. どうもありがとう。Corbin, thank you for joining. Write down name, now write down Japanese. The thing is, I'm also still learning Korean. I'm not good in Korean, don't get me wrong. But I'm moving forward every single day. I go to 1-2 lectures every single day, repeat it using Anki, and I'm set. But I don't really talk right now in Korean. I'm just learning some vocabulary. Because before you even start off to talk, you have to write down things. You have to remember like 200-300 vocabulary. I recommend. Like for Japanese, before starting even talking, I would say like 800, like 700 words. Or like the 200 most used words. Just so you can follow any conversation. Otherwise, it is a little bit too hard. But in Japanese, you can just talk using freaking adjectives. For example, you feel cold, you say samui. You feel you're freaking hungry, you say お腹が空いた. Okay, it's a bit longer. Or you feel angry, you say kind of right, oko or 怒ってる. But many things you can actually, or you can just describe through adjectives.そっか、モチベーション維持ですね。モチベ維持ですわね。まあ、とにかく、最近ね、ヤマト、コムドットのヤマトの本を読んでるんだけど、Recently I'm reading a book from a Japanese YouTuber from the Comdot. It's basically it's a Japanese group of YouTubers. Like, you know, some friends making YouTube. They are right now going to 5 million, I believe. And he has written really one nice thing. Don, thank you for joining. Write down the name, and I will write down Japanese for you. So what I want to say is, the thing of having the motivation in Japanese, you have always to have a big goal, right? That's the difference between 目的 and 目標 in Japanese. 目的 is a big goal for like 5 years in advance, 10 years in advance, right? Or like countries like freaking yeah, the Emirates, the Arabian Emirates, they are planning like 50 years in advance, right? Oh, this is the freaking mokuteki, right? And then you just take this mokuteki and put into mokuhyo. Mokuhyo are tiny goals that you can execute every single day. In Japanese, we say, ゴミ積もれば山となる. So, if you pile up some dirt together with ゴミ, 塵積もれば山となる. If you put out some dust together, you pile it up, then it becomes a freaking mountain. So motivation is always looking forward for the thing that you want to reach. And then you have just to break it down to every single day. like they had this freaking goal to have like 2 million people in a year, and they have just broken it down into, okay, when I want to have 2 million people subscribers in 1 year, then I should put effort in, and then just in 1 year, so they have like divided the 2 million to 365, and then they have the number of subscribers that you want to have. I'm not good at math, by the way. And this is, and then you have the number, how many subscribers you should get daily in order to reach this goal. So it's all about continuity. About the motivation itself, it's about to do little by little every single day. Mr. Redog. Common name and Alex. Okay, also common name, and I will write down in Japanese for you. Alex. Write down common name and I'll write down Japanese for you. だからもう自分のモチベを維持するのは何が必要かっていうと、とにかくその目標、一番でかいの目的を掲げて、それを、例えば1年以内〇〇の数、〇〇の数字を手に入れて、例えばサブスクライバーは結構当てやすい目的として、ね、目的は毎回こう具体的、数字は一番いいですね。例えば1年以内とか100万円とか稼ぎたいとかね。じゃあその100万円稼ぐにはその100万円を365に割ってで L の数字をもう毎日を達成しなければならない。その達成するのにもう毎日何かしらの工夫を下げさねばならないということですね。これはあくまでの試行錯誤。例えば1年以内、そう。Thanks for joining. For example, if you have a goal, right? I mean, in Japanese, it is how you can make goals in Japanese. For example, you want to learn, like, I want to finish the JLPT N3 or N4 or maybe even N5, right? Because really low level in 1 year. Or if you will have more ambition, you will say, okay, in 1 year, I want to get to JLPT N2. Right? For the JLPT N2, you need like 1,000 kanjis, I believe. Something like that, 1,300 kanjis, something like 800 grammar parts and stuff like that. And you break it down. Break it down 350 and 365. And then you can say, okay, I break it down, and so I can, every single day, I will learn this, and this. And then you have a plan. The biggest issue with motivation is if you have no plan. If you don't know where you're moving, if you don't have an end destination, it is hard for you to maintain something, to maintain a motivation. Know what I'm saying? So, to maintain motivation in anything, learning Japanese, hustle for a job, getting subscribers, you name it. You have to have a plan for the future. And this plan to the future has to have numbers. because those numbers are showing you exactly what you should do. Simple math. You just divide it, and then you know what you have to do every single day. And then you're moving forward. And when you use, like, as I said, apps like Anki, and you have the spaced repetition technique, because, like, I know many people who are learning languages, they are kind of blaming themselves when they're forgetting something. And I used to do it too. But the thing of learning anything, a new skill, or going towards a goal, you have always these drawbacks. And these drawbacks are not the time to blame yourself. But take a step back and see how you can improve something, how you can do something better, how you can a little bit tweak your approach, how you can go more strategic with it. Those kind of drawbacks, and if even it's like drawback for 1 2 weeks for some people, it's not about to blame yourself, but to see, analyzing what I could do better and how I will go though. How I will go better so I can achieve this goal for sure. Some people need some forfeits. There are people who are afraid of forfeits, in the fear of forfeits make them move forward. Some people are more for, if I do something good, I will get freaking, I will give myself a lobby. I give myself some, a present. I will give myself, I treat myself. Yeah, sure, you can do it. I mean, it's up to you, right? If you want to study Korean, do it. Yeah, you're more than welcome. So motivation is lack of automation is lack of a solid plan. And drawbacks are just there to analyzing. The last thing you can do during the drawback is to blame yourself. Because otherwise you will just waste time. Which is the most valuable asset that you have. Funny. Write down something in English, or write down in English, narrate, write down for you in Japanese. Yep. 本当に具体的な筋が必要。で、どんな目的を掲げようが、ポイントはとにかく具体的。この目標は曖昧になるほどたどりにくくなる。ね。本当にたどり着けない。普通に。だって自分がどこに行くすらもわからない。あたも霧の中のゴリラのようにずっと模索してるだけ。この模索というのは自分はどこに行くかってわからないこと。だから将来は怖い。でも本当に自分の目標を掲げて、この数字はこの時間以内に達成する。じゃあこの時間までの何年間かかる。またはこの何年間からじゃあ一日に何するべきかってそこまでにたどり着くかというのはこれです。世の中は数字。僕もあまり数学は好きじゃないんだけど、でも世の中で全ては数字で動いてる。Hi Flex Squid, thanks for joining. Thank you for much appreciated, mate.
いらっしゃいませ。
And yesterday as well, right? Thank you, Mike. Thanks for joining. Oh yeah. Motivation. Maybe I should do a video about it, about motivation. Maybe I do tomorrow a video about it, what we have told today. Because many people are lacking of motivation. And I'm also guilty of it. I'm honest. I'm also sometimes guilty of not having any motivation at all. But yesterday I have seen one YouTuber, but also this kind of caveman. Hey, hello.
いらっしゃいませ。おおきに。
Common name in English I will write down in Japanese for you, caveman. Or if you have any questions towards Japanese, maybe you have picked up a word in Japanese or a sentence in Japanese or a sentence in English that you want to have translated in Japanese, I'm here for you. Now, motivation is such a thing. Because many people are just telling you like many motivation speakers like, hey, you have to do motivation to push through, to do the thing and stuff like that. You cannot do anything if you don't have a solid plan. This first thing. The second thing is, when you feel bad, you try to push through, sometimes you can feel even more worse afterwards. Some people it might help. It's always an individualistic approach what you should take. It should be taken. You have to look at always from the perspective, okay, is for this person pushing through good or bad? Because sometimes, how many people say, hey, you feel bad, you push through, then you feel better. Sometimes you feel even worse. And for those people, you don't have to push through, but you have to sit down, calm down, and when you calm down, you have to watch. Watch what's happened, analyze the whole situation, think about ways how you can reach this goal. Sometimes you have to kind of put this big goal maybe a little bit easier to reach, because sometimes people are just setting the goals under unreachable conditions, so they cannot really reach it because of today's situation or the capabilities or incapabilities that they have right now. So in order to reach this freaking goal, no matter what, is it a business goal, is it a language goal, no matter what, it's always important to see if this goal that you want to state, that you want to have the plan for this big goal, is it even possible? Or, I mean, it has to be a stretch for you for sure, right? Because you have to grow. But for some people, the stretch is so big, they just see any, that's just unreachable, they just give up in the middle of the road. Because the expectation on themselves is higher than their own capabilities, their own possibilities. Not many people understand those things. Thank you, Tony. Common name in English, and I'll write down Japanese, if not. Yeah, and if you have any questions, you can write down. If not, I will actually end my stream here because I'm already 10 minutes over, 5 minutes over the stream. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I think I will end it here. Thank you for being with me today. では、今日も見なくてくださってありがとうございます。Oh, the goat is back. I just want to finish the stream, mate. Oh yeah. 今日も見なくてくださってありがとうございます。明日も配信やってまいりますので、ぜひ遊びに来てください。では、バイバイ。バイバイ。